A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 6, verses 1 to 5. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. On a certain Sabbath, Jesus was walking through a field of ripe grain. His disciples were pulling off heads of grain, rubbing them in their hands to get rid of the chaff, and eating them. Some Pharisees said, "Why are you doing that, breaking a Sabbath rule?" But Jesus stood up for them. "Have you never read what David and those with him did when they were hungry? How he entered the sanctuary and ate fresh bread off the altar, bread that no one but priests were allowed to eat. He also handed it to his companions. Then he said, 'The Son of Man is no slave to the Sabbath. He is in charge.'" The Gospel of the Lord. Good morning. I am Father Joseph Matthew, and this is Coffee with God. Let us now listen to a short reflection on the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke, chapter 6, verses 1 to 5. The Lord's Day. The book of Deuteronomy prescribed that on the Sabbath, do not do any work. Over time, the rabbis began to specify in greater detail the activities that were not allowed on the Sabbath. They identified 39 types of work, each with 39 further specifications. Therefore, 39 times 39 resulted in 1,521 prohibited activities. This was the background to the question on the disciples of Jesus violating the Sabbath, doing something that is forbidden on the Sabbath day. Luke used this incident to educate his community about the true significance of observing the Lord's Day. The original purpose of the Sabbath was for it to be a day filled with immense joy. In the morning, the entire community would come together at the synagogue to pray and hear the word of God. Following the service, they would socialize and then have lunch with friends. Essentially, it was meant to be a day devoted to the Lord, spent in prayer and meditation. Therefore, the Lord's Day is a sacred time to be spent with the Lord. This was exactly what the disciples were doing. They were dedicating their time to the Lord, listening to His word. A day becomes holy only when it promotes human sanctity and not hatred and anger. Today, there is a danger that the Lord's Day is seen as a mere recovery from the stress of the week, a time to gather energy for the coming week. This is a cycle that leads nowhere. The Lord's Day must be a time devoted to the Lord, to meditation, prayer, and works of charity.